Hey guys, Cameron here with Emerson Property Management. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that help me build up a sizable rental portfolio in about 2 years and now manage that portfolio. Today, guys, I want to talk about this number right here, this percentage. Does anybody know what this is? Or the average? It is the average debt to income ratio that lenders want to see. So I saw this post from Dave Ramsey, and old Davey said, who I think, just to be abundantly clear, I think has fantastic financial advice for the middle class. If you want to be middle class and be out of debt, go to Dave Ramsey. If you want to be rich, you need to use leverage intelligently, and to do that, you have to borrow money. You have to borrow money. Which Dave Ramsey's abundantly against. And he had a post and said, how much house can you afford? So he always preaches this 15-year mortgage nonsense. So I'm not going to get into that in this video, but I'll go up here or here. I did a whole video on the 15-year versus 30-year mortgage and why you want to go with a 30-year. So just watch that, stop, pause, watch that video, and you'll see why. But how do you know how much mortgage you guys can afford? Because I'll tell you right now, you never, ever want to go to your lender and say, how much can I afford? They're going to say, here's how much you can afford that makes us the most money, but might put you in financial risk. You know, I would never go with just what the bank says, because that's the fox watching the hen house. You know, the bank is telling you what they think you can afford. The average American is poor, fat, and stupid. So you do not want to be average. When the bank tells you, you can go buy a $400,000 house, they're not looking out for your best interest. They're looking out for their own. So the average number, and this is varied. Some go like 27%, some go 40%, but the average number is 33%, and that's debt to income. So what does that mean? Debt to income is your debt payments over your income. Debt to income. So if you guys bring in $3,000 a month, that means that you can have $1,000 a month going out in debt payments. So 1,000 in debt over 3,000 income. See? $1,000 a month going out in payments, whether that's car note, mortgage, whatever, and then $3,000 a month coming into your pocket. That equals 33%. So they like to see you below that 33% threshold. So again, some do 27, some do 40, but the average one is 33%. So what does that mean? That means that the average amount you can afford is just take your income and slice it in a third. That's what the average would be. However, like I said before, the average American is poor, fat, and stupid. So you don't want to be average. You guys need to work backwards. This is just a rule of thumb, right? This is not something that you want to say, okay, I make $9,000 a month, divided by 3, I can afford $3,000. I got a $500 a month car payment, so I can pay $2,500 a month in a mortgage. That's not the way you want to look at it, because houses cost more than just the mortgage. And you guys might have other financial goals. Maybe you want to retire early or at least make work optional. That would require putting more money in your 401k, your Roth IRAs, investing in real estate. So don't let this rule of thumb and Dave Ramsey's 15-year mortgage, which even allows you, because the payment's higher, brings you into a smaller house or a cheaper house, which at the time of this recording in 2021, housing prices have just increased 20%. So how are you going to go find something that makes sense for these numbers? You know, and I'm not saying to go out and buy something, but that you have to or don't have to, but I'm just saying, don't be average. Don't max out what the bank gives you. I've seen this numerous times. I've had a handful of people reach out to me when they first buy a house and go, hey, will you look at some of these lender docs, or what do you think about this? Or, hey, I got pre-approved for $500,000 home. Holy Moses, that's a lot. Yes, it is. That doesn't mean you can buy a $500,000 home, that you personally can afford a $500,000 home. What that means is the bank thinks that you can spend up to that much money, probably get yourself in duress like the rest of the country or the rest of the people, the average American, and you'll still pay us. And if you don't pay us, we'll take the house back. So we really don't care. So be cognizant of that, guys. That's all I want to say in this video. How much house can you afford? Do your math, work backwards. To summarize this whole thing, work backwards. Hey, I make $5,000 a month. I know I want to contribute $500 a month to my IRA. I want to contribute $500 a month to my 401k. I want to contribute, set aside $500 a month for investing, for real estate or what have you. So you start working backwards, and then I've got, okay, I want to spend so much money. I mean, it's simple budgeting, right? I want to spend this much on food and entertainment, and I want to spend this much money on transportation, and just keep working backwards until you find that final number of what you can spend on housing or what you want to spend. Don't let the bank dictate what you want to do with your life, because I think we all learned in 2008 and 9, and I mean, anybody who is following any financial institution is they do not have your best interest in mind. You have to be educated enough to understand this. They don't give two shits about you or about me. They just care about the greenbacks, baby. Can you pay them or not? That's all they care about. Put you in a little algorithm, boom, that's what you can do. Doesn't matter if it straps you into working another job or it delays your financial goals. Does not matter to them. They don't care. So you get educated enough. And most of the people who listen to these videos, if you're listening to this right now, you are above the average American because you're listening to education. You're trying to get educated about finances, and you want to be better. And you want to just not fall victim to marketing and averages. You prioritize your financial goals. And by doing that, do not follow this crap. Okay? Okay, guys. That was it. If you enjoyed this, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. If you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree, let me know. Just comment below, and we'll see y'all next week. Cheers, guys.